Hey guys, today we're in Tables Handout 6. We're going to be doing 2 drills today. On the first drill, we're going to kind of do something different than we did yesterday. Yesterday, we practiced hitting enter in one cell to make it taller. Today, we're going to kind of step back and try it the other way. I want you to kind of be versatile in both ways. I want you to attempt both ways when it comes to building your tables and merging your cells. So on drill 1, we're going to try that. When we get to drill 2, we've got 2 new concepts on it. One's just simply shading some cells, so that way every other row will be highlighted like a shade of gray. And then I'm also going to show you how when you create your table by having more columns, you can have a table that looks like part of it's 4 columns and then the rest of it's 3 columns. So we're going to try this out today, so just watch the video. So on drill 1, the directions say to make this table 4 columns by 18 rows. So I'm going to go insert table, and I'm going to make this thing 4 columns by 18 rows. So when I click, this may run onto a second page, which I thought it would. But when we select it and change the cell padding, this may drop it back down to a page. We'll see if it does. All right, so yes, it does now fit on one page. You can also, if you need to, backspace out any spaces that are above the table. All right, so I like to select my table and change my column widths before I get started. You may be the same. You may like to do that afterwards. I will say it'll probably make it a little bit easier today if you do it beforehand. So I'm going to drag this first column over, kind of match it up. It doesn't have to be extremely perfect because we can fix all that as we're typing here in a couple minutes. All right, so looking at the picture, it says or shows that I need to merge the first row. I need to merge the second row. All right, so to figure out how much room we need to merge, you can kind of count the number of rows of data. So for this first one, we're going to merge 4 cells. So let's go ahead and merge those 4 together. And then I'm going to merge the 4 underneath it. I'm just doing this column by column kind of for at least this first column. We may switch it up here in a minute. Okay, so we got 4, 4, 1, 2, 4, 1. So let's do skip 1, select 2, merge that, and then we'll do another 4 rows, merge that. All right, so that gets the first column. Scroll back up and look at our picture. So in the second column, it looks like we go 8 down. So match that up. Say merge cells. Here we've got 4 and 4. So we'll go ahead and merge these together. All right, so underneath those, we have to merge these 2 sideways. And here we're going to merge these 6 together. And then we've got merge cells, 4, merge cells, 4, merge cells. All right, let's go ahead and look at this. 4th column, merge cells. Then we need to look at this little section where it says New Tools for Teachers, the Internet and Digital Libraries Ontario Room, because this one actually goes down 5. So we're going to select those 5 cells and merge it. And then our last merge is these 3 cells in the bottom row. All right, so drawing out these tables can be a little bit difficult, but depending on the way that you want to build them, we probably could have done a way of hitting enter a couple times. We may have had a little bit of trouble with that one section where we had 5 rows to merge. Not for sure if we could have done it, but I'd say we could do it. I think this way was just a little bit easier by having more rows to merge. All right, so I'm going to fast forward this as I type all the information out, and then we'll scroll down and look at drill 2 where there's all that new information. Yeah, so that should conclude everything you need for drill 1 on tables handout 6. So let's go ahead and scroll down and look at drill 2. So drill 2 is a little bit scary at first, but that's because there's 4 columns kind of at the top, 3 at the bottom, and then we've also got some rows that are highlighted kind of in a grayish tint. So first, let's build the table, and then I'll show you how to do the shading, and we'll go from there. All right, so the directions tell us to do 12 columns by 11 rows. So let's go insert table. All right, so 12 columns, 11 rows. So 12 by 11. This is going to make all the boxes really small. All right, so the first thing we need to do is go to our table properties, change the cell padding. You get left with something similar to this. All right, so we're going to do a little math today in this video. So we have 12 columns, and if we want to know how wide or how many of these boxes to merge together, we can do a little bit of math. So let's assume that we're doing 4 columns, even though we're going to merge these 2. So if we do 12 divided by 4, we get 3. So I'm going to select 3 cells to make that first column 3 cells wide. Then I'm going to select the next 3 and merge those. Now I could, oh, hold on a minute, undo. I could, if I wanted, merge these 3 and then merge these 3 and then merge the 2 columns together, but I'm just going to save some time and just select those 6 and merge those together. All right, so now for the second row, we're going to select 6. We're going to merge those. And then we're going to do 3 and 3. Now, I think it's easier if we go ahead and shade these as we go so we don't lose our spot. So I'm going to select that second row. I'm going to go down to Table Properties. Now, you need to make sure you're changing your cell background color and not your table border. So I'm going to choose this light gray one as my color. It may not match the picture, but it's all right. I think it'll still help us when we're merging. All right, so the third row is just like the second. So we're going to select 6, merge, and we'll merge 3 and 3. All right. Let's see here. So once again, the same, but this is taller. So we're going to merge 6, merge 3, merge 3. But we want this one to be taller. So I am just going to do the inner trick. I think that'll help or be faster on this one. It's up to you. You may have to add some extra rows. I didn't account for that in the directions, so kind of wanted you to practice the inner technique again, just like yesterday. But if you have to set up your own tables, you don't have to follow that same principle. All right, so once again, since we're doing alternate rows shaded, we'll select that, go to Table Properties. Once again, make sure you choose Cell Background Color, and we'll choose that light gray one. All right, so that gets us up to that point. So once again, 6 and 3, 3. So we'll select 6 cells, we'll merge those, select 3 cells, merge, select 3 cells, merge. Next, let's see here. This time we're at 3, 3, 6. So we're going to select 3 cells, merge, 3 cells, merge, and select 6 cells, merge. And once again, it's time to apply shading. So Table Properties, choose our light gray one, press OK. All right, so once again, 3, 3, 6. We don't want shading on this one. We want to keep this row white. Then we've got a row that's completely merged. So we're going to select all 12 small cells, click Merge Cells, and we will make this row also shaded with the light gray one. Select these 12. Oh, forgot to merge. So select those 12, merge them first. This cell though is 3 rows tall. So we'll hit enter 3 times. And then we get to our section where it's 3, 3, and 3. 3 columns. So since we're switching that up, we got to do a new math formula. So there's 12 columns. We want there to be 3 columns. So we have to do 12 divided by 3 gives us the answer of 4. So we're going to be selecting 4 small cells this time to merge to get to our 3 columns. And that row is shaded gray. We'll make sure we're selecting light gray 1. And then the last thing we have to do is select 4 cells, merge, select 4 cells, merge, and once again, select 4 cells, merge. All right, so I'm gonna fast forward this while I type. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and shrink these columns down to kind of match up. I did not do that a minute ago. Probably could have done that earlier, but it's all right. We can do it now. All right, so now everything matches up. So now I'm going to fast forward. Alright guys, that should finish up drill 2 for tables handout 6. So that's everything that you need to do on both drills. So once again, as always, thanks for watching.